In the currency quadrant, we had an up move in the June euro today. The euro rose and has been up 3 of the last 5 sessions, but overall, it's only up about 0.2% over those 5 sessions. Now, at the midpoint of the week, the euro is working on its 3rd consecutive week of higher prices, and that only brings the EU currency up about 0.65%. Year to date, we're still looking at a euro that's down over 3%. The high today, 107.54, was up a little bit more than 0.5%. The low, 106.70, that was down 0.25%. We ended up the day up about 25 basis points, about 0.25%. Most of that taking place after the FOMC meeting. We did have EU data yesterday. EU GDP and inflation data came in slightly hot. The European Union's GDP data came in quarter over quarter at up 0.3%, year over year at up 0.4%, both higher than expected. Inflation data came in greater than expected as well, hotter than expected, with the core year over year for April coming in at plus 2.7%. That's obviously still above the ECB's target of 2%. Even German GDP, which you can consider the manufacturing engine of the EU, came in stronger than expected. So a little bit of strength there, offsetting some of the weakness in the dollar that we got after the FOMC meeting today. Fed left rates unchanged. They were not overly hawkish, which hit the dollar. They were less confident that inflation would ease for the rest of this year. They're slowing the pace of the balance sheet runoff, though, and that's a little bit of a mini easing itself, and they believe current rates are still restrictive, so they're clearly not hiking rates. All of that hit yields in the U.S., which weakened the dollar and, of course, by default, strengthened the euro.